It's the Frankenstein hockey player.
Going on, everyone? Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Podcast live from the Xfinity studio. We've got Rudo, we've got AJ, we got Bailey coming at you. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yet another Tuesday as we trudge through the off season.
Trudge is so negative.
Is that not what we're doing?
I am merrily galloping through the month of August. As soon as it flips over to August, it feels like hope springs eternal. Because we are 6 weeks away from the rookie face-off in San Jose, where we all get to go and jam out.
I feel like the same vibe, but opposite feeling. Where it hits August, and now I'm just depressed that hockey's not here.
Yeah,
this is fair. July feels like death to me. Because it was July 24th, and I'm like, oh my God, we still have all of August. No, when we're in August, it's countdown time.
July, I'm still like, I'm recovering. I don't have to watch hockey.
Yeah.
And then August flips over, and it's like, now I want to watch hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the WJC showcase didn't get you going?
No.
When I first, your guy, Linus Funk was awesome.
He was sick. But look, when I first started here, which is when they really started, the summer showcase started being like meaningful.
Yeah.
Connor Timmins was maybe the worst player at the summer showcase
ever.
And then he was fine. He's still a good player. Like
made the WJC team.
That event just does not mean a whole lot.
Oh, it means nothing, but it is hockey.
It is hockey. I'll go watch the New Zealand Ice Hockey League on YouTube. It's fine.
Do they have glass yet?
Some of the arenas do.
Okay. It's been netted for years and years and years. It's been netted.
That is such a weird concept.
Watching these guys where it's like really, really low level Canadians and Americans will go to New Zealand and play with.
These are like
Kiwis,
guys that would struggle in the ECHL level of player.
Yeah.
Not like enforcer types, just like bad players.
Yeah.
Not even going to try to sugarcoat that for him.
No,
wow.
I mean, like, compared to like pro players, they're just bad players.
Okay.
So they go to New Zealand and they play in like these like not even fully completed rinks, and it's awesome. And we have a longtime friend there that used to do the play-by-play.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So shout out Casey.
Well, speaking of bad players, we're not going to talk about bad players today. We're going to talk about some great players.
I mean, we could talk about bad players.
You want to make an anti-player?
We're going to talk about some all-time Avs greats to create the Frankenstein of all Avs. Create the best player based on a couple different characteristics.
No, we're making Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was the doctor.
For the record,
I'm that guy.
Oh, wow.
How you know he's a millennial?
Yeah.
Are we using current players or all time?
Current.
Do we want to do current?
I think it's a more interesting conversation with current.
Yeah, because all time you're just like, oh, well, you have like
Joe
Korea's
Sakic,
shot.
Peter Forsberg. Yeah.
You're like, okay. Well.
Not that isn't cool, but a lot more predictable answers, I think, with the all-time list.
I did.
Right, I'm
get
down
a
for this.
DM from somebody who said, I want you to make an all-time Avalanche lineup where you build out the whole lineup, but it is all players who have played for the Avs in their careers at their peak.
Oh.
Like the peak of their Avs career? Or
their careers.
Okay, that's hard.
So like Yari Curry and Dale Hunter and Pierre Turgeon, Theo Fleury, Paul Kariya, Teemu Selanne, all these guys who were not long-term or very good Avs.
But at their
Jerome
best,
McGinley, right? Like these guys, and you really get an idea of the talent that has come through Denver, and you're like, oh, there's some pretty good players on this list.
Yep.
I don't think Zach Parise is making that list.
Oh my God.
I don't even think he's all that close.
Not with 15 Hall of Famers?
Yeah,
that have come through the
People
town?
forget the number of like mid 2000s and early 2000s trade deadline acquisitions of players that once upon a time were like elite players in the league that just weren't anymore.
I mean, even the 90s when they had,
Yeah.
Curry and Dale Hunter were two great examples of that.
Yep.
No.
And it sucked that Pierre Turgeon got stuck in lockout hell.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see
Yeah.
more.
What can you do?
It's fine.
Sundin doesn't count. He was not an Av. You knew who was an Av? Owen Nolan.
He was an AB before he got traded
for like
God.
what?
10
Like
games in.
Yeah,
or
I was gonna say
whatever.
10 games.
So there's a couple different categories to get to here to build the ultimate current AV. Starting off with skating.
Yeah, I think this one, it's just Nathan MacKinnon, right? Like,
I don't know that it is. He's obviously
who's the only one that can really compete? Is it Makar?
well. I think Makar and Natchez both have good arguments to be made because they're all such different skaters. With MacKinnon, you obviously have the acceleration. His first 3 steps are unbeatable.
Most explosive player
In the world.
for sure. Yeah.
He would dust Connor McDavid for 3 steps.
Yep.
And
And,
then
then
have-
McDavid's mechanics would shine through. but-
Exactly. But that's the thing, though, is that once those 3 steps are over, MacKinnon is obviously still a wonderful skater, and he skates with so much power
Yep.
that I think gives him a very nice 3-step head start. But Cale Makar and Marty Natchez are both very fast. Natchez especially is very fast. He's one of the top 5 fastest skaters in the league. So he's right there with MacKinnon. But his agility, I think, is much better than McKinnon's.
I mean,
we
this
see
is-
him do things that MacKinnon can't really do. The way that he, whirls and twirls around the ice, where you're just like, buddy, this is hockey. This isn't figure skating. Like Don Cherry watches him and is so angry that he exists. Like that agility, I think, is way better for Natchez. And I would say the balance it's the same thing with Makar, where Makar he's very fast, but he's very smooth.
I would struggle to give it to Natchez only because McKinnon's top speed is close enough with the explosiveness.
This is where it gets really difficult of like subcategories of
Yeah.
skating.
It's
and,
gonna
like,
be there's gonna be some difficult ones.
Yeah.
But if I'm going agility, I think I have to give it to Makar in that category because frankly, Makar essentially revolutionized how you create a shooting lane on the blue line with his agility.
the
Agreed.
lateral movements. Yep.
Well, and it can't be overstated what a smooth player he is, retreating into his own zone, and the transition into skating backwards
Yep.
is something that, hey, forwards don't have to do it. I remember talking to Gabe Landeskog one time and told him that I think the All-Star game should be anti-skills competitions. And so, like, forwards have to skate backwards and stuff. And I was talking to him about this specifically because he sucks at it, and it's very funny. And
Damn.
he was like, this is a terrible idea, AJ. And I was like, well, yeah, but so is the All-Star game. So I thought I had a receptive audience because I know how much he hated it, but
Nope.
This is a horrible idea.
he thought it was a bad idea. So,
There you go.
but with Makar, his transition into skating backwards, it's elite. Like it's special stuff. And everybody always loves that clip of him going 1-on-1 against McDavid.
Yeah.
Where he just turns around, he just whirls and slaps the puck away and takes it and goes the other way. And
That's that.
yeah, but it's no joke with the agility.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at I've always compared it to Allen Iverson.
He's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Allen Iverson crossover is
Cale
been
Makar shimmy.
it's the Makar shimmy. And you look, Sam Malinsky does it.
Yep.
And you look and see Malinsky's a pretty good skater. And you see what a mere mortal looks like when he does it. And you're like, yeah, this is pretty good.
Going at about 80%
Yeah.
of speed Cale Makar
It's-
does it at. Yeah.
It's effective. And then when you watch Makar do it and he just dusts guys.
Yep.
He just disappears from them. And that kind of elusiveness is something that Nathan MacKinnon isn't even close to having.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's also something to be said about McKinnon's way of skating, though, and the crossovers, the way he achieves a lot of his.
it's so powerful.
It's
It's like the running of the bulls. Anybody that gets in front of him is in danger. You don't feel that way with a Natchez or a Makar. Certainly not Natchez.
It just doesn't. strike the fear into defenders. You see Nathan MacKinnon rev it up in the neutral zone, and pretty much every defender in the league is pooping themselves, turning around and going, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God."
I mean, we made a whole shirt out of Alex Petrangelo's "Oh boy."
Yeah.
He knows. You just know that guy gets into open ice. He starts galloping down the ice. You're like,
All right, here we go.
Well, and it's also why it drives us all insane when he defends himself so effectively by stopping inside the blue line and
Pulling
just,
up,
and
waiting.
taking his mobility out of it entirely. And you're like, okay. I talked myself into thinking this should be Makar.
I'm open to Makar.
The agility is just unmatched by anybody else in the world.
When you talk about a guy who's revolutionizing the way that defensemen play the game, the way that defensemen skate, when they entered the ozone, like
the way that they attack,
like that. I feel like this is a fair argument.
They watch Cale Makar, other elite defenders, elite mobility defenders, the Lane Hudsons of the world. They watch Cale Makar and they all go, "I need to incorporate that into my game." Mm-hmm. Cale Makar doesn't have anybody to watch.
No,
he also. The Avs system requires him to. He doesn't have the level of explosivity that a MacKinnon does.
No.
But the way Avs defenders jump into the play, you have to be able to have a little bit of power there where you come off the blue line streaking to the back post or whatever it might be. You watch Cale Makar do that, and then you watch a player like Brett Kulak who thought never even crosses his mind to try that, essentially.
Well, you say that, and it reminds me of the shorthanded goal he scores in the Stanley Cup final against Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Where he just... He's just gone.
When he goes, he goes. Yeah.
Yep. So we all in agreement, Makar for skating?
I guess so.
I'm with it.
I think should be a stronger argument for MacKinnon here, but I'm good with Makar.
It's like with MacKinnon, it's like, okay, the explosiveness is there and the power is there, but there's not a lot else to it. It's not like
it's simple for sure.
Yeah, it's not like he's lacking in agility. It's just there's not a lot of creativity. You don't see a lot of that from him. The edge work isn't like special. Yeah. You don't see a lot of that from him, but the things he's good at, he's the absolute best in the world.
Yeah.
Like, take all the guys in the entire world and say, okay, who's the best at this? Nathan MacKinnon is. Yeah. And so it's a pretty good argument to say he's the best in the world at this.
This is why these categories are hard.
Well, that's why this category is hard.
Specifically.
This one is really tough.
There's some other tough ones, but there's some not so tough ones too.
This one, I think, I'm good with
you could
Makar.
split it into so much. Like there's the explosiveness, there's the elusiveness, there's the vision, which you could incorporate.
Give
into
me Makar's ankles and MacKinnon's quads, and we'll call it.
That's a hell of a leg day. No, this is
got machines at Vasa for that.
I think that there's no wrong answer on this one. True, where if you go with MacKinnon,
Natchez isn't the wrong. I don't think, but
I think Natchez, you're trying to make a point. You're trying to be that guy.
I wouldn't pick him for the record.
I wouldn't either, but I wanted to at least include him in the conversation of like he's a special skater. He really is. It's just that he plays on a team with these two freaks of nature. So I'm good with going with Makar, knowing that there are going to be people who don't listen to the show and see a graphic and get mad.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the inclusion of Netches, though. I think it's a good point that, he does play on a line with Nathan MacKinnon all the time, too. But even in Carolina, this was something that was very heavily talked about, was the fact that he skates like he owns the place sometimes out there, like with his agility, his ability to make space for himself.
He's explosive in a different way, too.
Yeah.
It's like not as powerful, but all of a sudden you're like,
he makes it look very graceful.
Yes.
Like
he dipsies and doodles in a way that Nathan MacKinnon doesn't even try.
Could never. Could never.
If you were to draw a line
MacKinnon
that
is
traced the player's actions,
straight line.
Well, it's like MacKinnon's a lot choppier, right? It's like a line and then it stops and then it stops and then it goes again, right?
Flows. Yeah.
Nathan MacKinnon agrees with you.
With Natchez,
the thing for me, too, about Netch's specific style of skating, too, is you really have to have a good vision. You have to have good hockey IQ to be able to make this happen.
He goes east-west a lot.
You go east-west a lot, and you put yourself in a lot of different positions to potentially set yourself up for injury, or
Yeah.
like you see him dipping out of the corner a lot too, just because he's like, I don't want to get caught here. I don't want to do that. Like I'm glad I can get here, but now I have to go back and I have to find different spaces for myself. And it's a really like there's a lot of nuance to his specific style that I think it makes it an interesting
Meanwhile,
conversation.
MacKinnon just doesn't go into the corner at all.
What is a corner?
Yeah, you got these two guys who are just like, nah.
No.
I'm set, actually.
We do have to hit our first ad break of the show, go shout out a couple sponsors, and get back into building our ideal AV.
The official vehicle of DNVR is Toyota, and they have a vehicle for everyone, whether it be trucks, SUVs, sedans, crossovers, hatchbacks, you name it, whatever it is, they've got the vehicle for you with 17 different models with all-wheel or four-wheel drive available, so you can stay in control on the roads, or if you like to go off-roading, you'll still be able to go where you want to. Of course, you can check out trucks like the Tacoma, SUVs like the 4Runner or the RAV4, and they have 16 different low and zero emission vehicles with hybrid opportunities, even hybrid trucks like the Tundra iForce Max. So if you don't care about the off-roading like me, you can still save money on your commute with a Toyota vehicle. Again, go check them out. Go to your local Front Range Toyota stores, including AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota, not just the official vehicle of DNVR, but the official vehicle of the Colorado Avalanche too. Get to your local Front Range stores. Again, Toyota vehicles are great. Highly recommend. Toyota, let's go places. Once you got yourself into a Toyota, we are in the Xfinity Lounge. It's time to get in on the 5-year price guarantee with Xfinity. Imagine Wi-Fi that stays put with the price for 5 years. Obviously, that's the 5-year price guarantee. But it also makes everything in your home work together, finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense, and it lets you stream the game even when the whole family is online. It's all of your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And the best part is no annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment all come included, so you know you've got the good stuff. Take it from me, a lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable, and the price should stay put. Of course, select plans only and restrictions do apply, but you can lock in your price today and unlock the possibilities with Xfinity. You can go learn more at Xfinity.com. Get with them. I use them. I have their gigabit. It works really well for gaming. Xfinity, imagine that.
Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast, back into creating our ideal current AV. We move on to hands.
I mean, Marty Natchez is going to be in this conversation too.
This is very
I think it's
true.
the same 3 guys that we just talked about.
Except, are we allowed to use Makar twice?
It's up to you guys on that one.
I say no.
I'm down with 1 per.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we saved MacKinnon,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think it still might be Marty over MacKinnon though, because we see
But if
Marty.
we're only allowed to use them once,
Well, where else are you going to use him? Passing?
Vision.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is that on our list?
Yeah, some
Hockey
sort of
IQ.
passing topic is on there. Yeah.
Then I would probably have Natchez for that, and then
That's
MacKinnon
fair.
for hands.
You're right. I'm good with that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to argue that.
Yeah, and since we can't use Makar, then there's no point in getting into it.
Just going to be MacKinnon, yeah.
I don't know that there is another obvious candidate here.
Nazem Kadri, but in his prime, maybe is in the conversation at least. I don't think he's better than MacKinnon.
But I was going to say, then we get down to what does current AV mean? Like, are we
Yeah.
talking about AV in this upcoming season?
I
or
would say
last season,
current
or-
AV, current form.
Right now.
Yeah,
Current
walking
form.
and
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, if we're saving Marty for the passing topic, then I don't know how you can pick anyone but MacKinnon then.
Yeah.
I would agree.
There's nobody quite like MacKinnon, nobody quite like MacKinnon to play the game in general. Like, I feel like that's just like a fair catch-all for him.
Yeah,
but
he's a unique monster.
at the same time, too, like when you talk about the unique ability to handle the puck in certain spaces, he likes to create space for himself. He's got really good control over it. But even in tight spaces is where I really think about just how well he handles.
True place where Nathan MacKinnon is better than anybody else in the world on this topic is zone entries.
Oh my God, he's so good.
He is. I truly believe he's the best player in the world at getting into the offensive zone. Now, what he does after is a different conversation.
Yeah, and it's not a hands thing when you watch him turn the puck over and over because he's trying to force it through the middle of the ice, and you're just getting mad about it.
That's
and
decision making.
we watch a lot of Nathan MacKinnon, so we get a little lost in the weeds sometimes with, oh, this is what he does wrong instead of the exceptional things that he does well. But his hands, you watch him, the way that he chops the puck up through the neutral zone. I have sat in so many press boxes next to like the scratches and stuff. This is back when I didn't get any respect, so I had to sit in the corner away from everybody. And I usually sat next to the road team scratched players, and I would just talk to them and listen to them talk about how MacKinnon handled the puck. And they were like, there's nobody in the world like this. Yeah. And they would like talk me through like going through the neutral zone, and like I learned so much about the game just from talking to guys who weren't that great at it and at the NHL level. And a bunch of Hurricanes, by the way. Very interesting.
I'm
Hurricanes.
picking your brain after the show about this.
Which is funny because they obviously only came in once a year. But
right.
It was like so chatty.
I'm so intrigued.
They
now.
were. They and these players would always talk about just the way that he moves the puck and how he, when I say chop it up, the way like the little dekes that he does through the middle of the ice, he does it so quickly, and defenders don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
and so that's all hands.
Yep,
that's all hands. It's something that he works on. It's something that he's amazing at, and there's very few guys in the world that handle the puck quite like him. So I'm happy to put him with hands.
Yep.
Somebody in chat asked if shot counts.
No, we have shot as its own category.
Shot as its whole other thing.
Yep.
The way that this is going, I already know where that's headed.
Well, let's go ahead and get into the conversation then. Shooting.
So I'm not making any choices off of this. I'm just laying out the statistics.
Oh.
Career-wide, the best shooting percentage shooter on the Avalanche right now is Brock Nelson.
Yeah, who was going to be my choice? If we're saving Natchez for like
second best
playmaking
is
and passing,
Natchez,
then Brock Nelson is the obvious shooter.
No one else really comes all that close. Natchez career shooting 18%, Natchez at 17.1. The next closest is Lekkonen at 15.2.
And we know that this is why shooting percentage can be
because Lekkonen's shots are all jamming home garbage in the front of the net.
And deflections, which count as shots on goal, and you're not shooting a damn thing.
Nope. Just let me get my stick in the way.
Right. That's a great way to put it. He's great at getting a stick in the way of the puck.
Yeah.
Not really great at just the raw shot. I know people are going to talk about the cup winning goal. Like the cup clincher.
Dude,
it's a great shot.
Closed his eyes and shot that thing as hard as he could.
Have we ever seen him score that goal ever again?
Oh, God. Talk about a Hail Mary.
I'm pretty sure we're going to settle on Nelson here, but there are two conversations that I want to have. One, defensively, who's the best shooter on the for defensemen?
That isn't Cale Makar.
Yeah, sure.
I was going to say Sam Malinsky.
This is where I was going with it too. If you're actually shooting to score a goal, I think it's Makar then Malinsky.
I do too.
Now, Brent Burns has that knack for putting pucks in places that they end up in the back of the net, but not necessarily direct.
I was going to say, where are we drawing the line at, okay, I like to shoot at volume versus I am a good shooter?
Yeah, Brent Burns in his prime would have been an easy answer for this too. But Brent Burns today, we watch him. I think he scored 12 goals last year, and like 4 of them came in a week, and none of them were going on net.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then Bailey, you kind of put it perfectly as the other topic that we have all the time with Nathan MacKinnon of how do you balance this guy is a truly elite finisher versus Nathan MacKinnon, who has spent multiple seasons leading the league in shot totals.
We're talking about a guy who on a night for him puts up 5 shots on goal.
Yeah. He has had seasons with north of 400 shots on goal. Like,
it's funny that he like single-handedly like messes up the betting, the individual
they have to give
betting.
him minus 150 for 4 shots on goal. Yeah. And some nights he'll have 0. And it's like,
all right, cool.
And, well, and like, you know, the plus side of that, if you're trying to bet the under on Nathan MacKinnon shots on goal, you can make real money doing
you'll get
it.
good odds. It's true.
You're just not going to win very often.
Somebody in chat who I'm saying, like, if we're talking about current Avs, we don't have to talk about the fact that he may never do it again. But Parker Kelly, I think, is a funny conversation
he's
here.
the guy behind MacKinnon career-wise right now, 14.3% shooting.
Yeah, but when you go and break it down season by season, you see what happens.
Yeah, there's a V-shape in his career arc of shooting. But
Yes. I just, as far as the current iteration of it, Parker
He had a-
Kelly
he had a great year.
Great year.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it.
no, that's valid. I
really
think
it.
it's a funny inclusion.
Hey, the guy scored 20 goals.
he's got a better
fair
career
enough.
shooting percentage than MacKinnon.
Well, and that's where we've always talked with MacKinnon, and even if you were to cut off those first, I think 5 years where it was like he was
The
shooting,
post-rookie slump.
yeah, where he was shooting like 9% or something like that every year. MacKinnon goes up, but we know that a lot of it is volume.
Yep. He's always been a volume.
And if you ask anybody
production
from
guy.
Montreal, they'll tell you that when you get to put 8, 9 goals, whatever it was, into an empty net, your shooting percentage gets a little inflated, as
It
do
does
your
help.
goal totals. So MacKinnon for me went from being a meh shooter to a good shooter. I'm not going to call him an elite shooter.
He has it in the bag, but not consistently enough, right?
Yeah.
He has the game-tying goal against Minnesota in Game 5. He can do that,
Yeah.
but
And you let him take that shot.
yeah, and you live with the result. But when you look at not just other shooters around the league, but you look at the precision of someone like a Natchez when he's pulling the trigger, there's a clear gap in ability. Now, Natchez is the opposite problem of MacKinnon, where his volume is too low. He needs to shoot more.
I think he would be a lot higher on this conversation for us if he did have a more aggressive shooting mentality, and we got to see him just let it fly. Because when he shoots it, my goodness,
I have to go back and look at the list that we made, but did we not do a podcast during the season last season ranking the best shooting ability
yeah, I think we
on the
did.
team? And Natchez was fairly high.
He's
just
great,
because of like when he can rip it, when he does rip it, he's got a fantastic shot.
it's a real weapon. He just doesn't have the mentality to really do it.
Yep.
But if I recall on that list, Nelson did end up edging him out.
You know, it's a
He's
funny
got a great shot.
funny conversation that the way things played out last year, but you don't get to 30-plus goals on the season by being a bad shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and a couple of those, I'm curious. Very quietly, I think a third of his goals were power play goals, and so I'm curious when he doesn't have those to boost the numbers, what does it look like for him?
Right.
But if you take away the power play goals and you put a normal, like not like goofy end of the year where he couldn't get anything to go, and you just normalize it a little bit, it probably is.
just spread the goals out.
Yeah, you're still probably talking about a guy that gives you 25 to 30. He's a very good shooter.
Another
Always has
conversation where maybe a few years ago, Kadri would be in the conversation too. He's always been a very good shooter, but
You know, has a really sneaky good shot, and again, doesn't like to use it as Nick Waugh.
I agree with that actually. And
He's
not
just not
the
a big fan
same
of it.
conversation. He's not like a 30-goal guy, but yeah.
No. And not even like one of those, like a Victor Olofsson where he's going to put up 15, but all of them are gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's not like that with Nick Waugh. He's just a guy that I've always appreciated as a much better shooter than his mentality would suggest.
So where are we going with this then? Is it
Nelson.
Nelson?
Nelson has
Yeah,
to
Nelson.
be. Yeah.
Nelson. I appreciate this. I will say, as far as this particular conversation goes, I'm interested to see if we revisit this next summer, if Nelson would still be there.
Yeah, he has to be an Av first.
This is true.
So
But
we'll see.
as of right now,
If he's not on that list, he's probably not Nav. So.
well, I just mean
We'll
for
see.
like the shooting statistics specifically, because we're expecting, again, like I hate to keep bringing up Martin Necas in this conversation too,
Yeah.
but he's somebody with this brand new contract I'd like to see take that step forward into more of a shooting mentality and utilize
I mean, he had
what
40
is
goals
a
last
great
year.
shot.
38. But
I'm okay to round
I am
up.
signed up for the Marty 50 party, all right?
Oh, my God.
That's how he wins the MVP, okay?
We're never going to stop talking about this. I love it. We have a couple more categories to get into to round out the show, but we do have to hit our second ad break of the show. Shout out a couple more sponsors and get back to the sorting.
Don't go blind. Everyone has to drive into the sun sometimes. That's never fun, but you can make it easier with Shady Rays and a good pair of sunglasses. Obviously, we all know that problem where you lose your sunglasses and then you have to deal with getting a new pair and all that hassle. Shady Rays takes care of all that. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Their sunglasses are seriously good looking, polarized, durable, made for real life, and most importantly, not stupid expensive. But if you lose them, you break them, Shady Rays don't care. Even if it's on day one, they'll send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses without fear, whether it's on hikes, at concerts, on the boat, in your car, whatever it might be. Shady Rays is the eyewear that has your back. So make sure you get in with Shady Rays today. They also sponsor our Rooftop Fridays with the Rockies. You can get yourself a ticket to hang with us on Rooftop Fridays. The next one is August 21st at thednvr.com/events to RSVP. You might even be able to win a pair of Shady Rays if you come to the Rooftop Friday. And when you want to go buy some, go to shadyrays.com and use code DNVR50 at checkout for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Let's go to DNVR50 at shadyrays.com today. Once you got your Shady Rays sunglasses, you can get in your car and drive on down to Taco Bell to get yourself a delicious meal. Great time to say hello to the Cantina Chicken Mexican Pizza. Yes, Mexican pizza. Taco Bell is going there to give you the good stuff. They also have a bunch of other great menu items on their Cantina Chicken menu if you want to check out that. But the pizza has crispy tortilla shells layered with savory, slow-roasted chicken, fresh pico, and zesty jalapeno citrus salsa. All of that sounds absolutely delicious. If you're looking to save a little bit of money, you can use their Lux value menu with $3 items all over it, or get a Lux box, 3 items for $9. Obviously great stuff. And then you can pair it with the legendary nacho fries if you really want to go for it. Boldly seasoned and taken to the next level with warm, melty nacho cheese sauce. Taco Bell, they've got everything. The Baja Blast, check. Pizza, check. Tacos, check. Quesadillas, check. Burritos, check. Enchiladas, check. I could keep going. They've got it all. This isn't just lunch. It's a flavor rebellion. Live Moss at Taco Bell.
Third and final period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast, moving right along into the next category where our good friend Martin just comes back up into the conversation, passing.
Done.
I know we've already used him too, but I think the only one other player that comes close is Makar, right?
Yeah. Like he's elite.
Yeah.
Natchez is one of the best playmakers in the world. I'm
Agreed.
good.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have any. We don't need to waste a lot of air on this one. That guy rocks at this. And there isn't an obvious candidate to push him.
It's very clearly not MacKinnon.
No.
You don't have the other horses in your top 6. Like, not that they aren't good players, but Lecky's not that guy. Landy's not that guy.
No.
Nelson's a shooter first.
Yeah, he's never been a very good passer.
Yeah. So it's just not all that close.
No, and I love that we kind of got into the conversation of like zone entries too. And this is where, again, these subcategories become very interesting of like, he's great at passing, no doubt about it. But where does that vision, where does hockey IQ come into it too? Because there's so much of his hockey IQ that just permeates through everything else that he does so well.
I mean, you call it vision, call it hockey IQ, call it what you want. But you can see the way Natchez understands how a play is developing, especially in the offensive zone, as opposed to someone like MacKinnon who...
Stubborn bull.
Yeah, Natchez flows with the play and develops the play, and MacKinnon says, I'm doing this play no matter what.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah,
Take charge.
And even when he pulls up inside the blue line and he waits for everything to kind of unfold, he already knows what he's looking for. There's something to be said for that. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's very predictable.
And MacKinnon's so good that everyone knows it, and he makes it work a decent amount of the time anyway.
Absolutely. He's awesome at it.
Yeah.
And with Natchez, he makes a lot of turnovers because he sees something that, one, his teammate's not necessarily always going to be ready for, or two, he doesn't make the simple play because he can make the special one. And he knows it. And he's a guy who has...
That's not the epitome of the Avalanche right there.
an enormous amount of confidence that he plays with.
A lot of creativity.
I love that we'll call it creativity when a guy does something blatantly stupid because he's just trying to force it, and he's like, I'm at the end of my shift here. Let's just throw this Hail Mary and we'll just see if this. Oh, it didn't work. Okay.
I could dump it to the corner, or I could sauce it through 3 sticks and a guy's knee, and we'll see.
This is everything analytics loves, by the way.
I'm actually trying to get this pass through all these things and to go off just the toe of my teammate's skate right over there. I see that thing. If I can hit it, that's a goal, baby. And that's how Lecky scores.
Yeah, there you go. It's what I think has been really nice, especially watching Netchis in this passing mentality too, is he is a very I'm thinking one step ahead kind of player, and not everybody can keep up
Sometimes
with
it's more
that.
like 3 or 4 steps.
3 or 4
honestly.
steps.
Yeah.
And so it comes down to okay, I need to know when to execute this. But a lot of his line mates have started to get on his level there a little bit. And that's why chemistry is so important in a hockey team and on a line, right? Is so know exactly, all right, Netchis is probably looking here, here, and here. Where can I go? What's going to work out best to give us the best opportunity to score? And I think that's really special.
Nathan MacKinnon just goes, I'm going to go here.
I'm going to go here.
I'm going to do
I
what
don't
I'm
care
going to do.
what you're looking at, but I'm going to go here.
He does not consider what Marty Natchez is doing. He considers what he is doing.
I love this whole we are such similar players. We think so much alike in how we play the game. We're in we're we can see the same ice in the same way. We can
You guys are being
take the
silly
same
geese.
paths.
Just to play the smallest amount of devil's advocate here, I think it does help Natchez a little bit that when he's trying to develop a play and it ends up that nothing's there, him or anyone else on the Avs at any moment can just go, F it, McCarr's at the blue line somewhere. It's fine.
Yeah, he's got this. Yeah.
He's fast enough. If I dump it here, he could skate. Yeah. It's fine. We put him for skating for a reason. I love this. And then we move into hockey IQ / vision / whatever the heck you want to call it.
Only real two candidates for me on this one, Devon Taves and Arturi Lehkonen. They do it's extremely different the way that their hockey IQ plays out, but I don't know that I've seen many players come through Colorado who are smarter than Devon Taves.
We do have a defensive ability category for the record if you want to save Taves for that.
I will then.
Okay.
In this case, then I get to just I feel like we've been kind of speed bagging Arturi Lehkonen's goofy goal scoring ways, but he's so effective because he understands how to get in front of the net. He understands leverage.
Yep.
He understands how to win those battles. He knows how to get himself into a scoring position on a consistent basis. He also wins so many battles for a guy his size. He's not big, but he's so hyper competitive, and he's such a smart damn player that there's a reason Nathan MacKinnon was like, I would trade 10 first-round picks for this guy. He makes everybody's job easier.
Yeah.
And that's why he's a force amplifier for the high-level skill next to MacKinnon and Natchez, and why he should be there most of the season.
What I think is really funny about this conversation in particular, too, is if Netchis wasn't used for passing, like I keep talking about his hockey IQ and how
He'd
evolved
be up there for
it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Arturi Lehkonen has that same kind of je ne sais quoi, or whatever you want to call it, but he's a lot less graceful about it.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is really funny to me, that there's so much duality.
With someone like Natchez, it's hard to separate the IQ from the skating ability because his skating ability just opens up so much more for him. Lecky isn't that level of skater. He has to think his way through these problems. And I think to channel my inner J-Mike here, y'all know what NFL Open is, right? Like when you're comparing NFL players to like a high school player where even like a hand is enough room to say that guy's NFL Open. You got to hit the pass. Lecky is really good at making himself NFL Open.
Yeah.
He gets to the middle of the ice and he gets about this much space, and that's enough. He can create enough space to where MacKinnon can get him the puck and he can get a shot off. Unfortunately, if he was a 5% better shooter, he'd be an all-star, but that shooting ability just isn't quite there. But he so consistently generates high-quality chances in a part of the ice where, frankly, it's probably one of the biggest shortcomings of the Avs lineup as a whole, is they do not do very well net front with things like rebounds, with things like second chance opportunities. Yeah. Lecky is a guy that separates himself by understanding where to go and how to get there.
Yeah, and this is not to take away from like a Gabe Landeskog, who is incredibly
if he hadn't
smart
missed
player.
3 years, he'd absolutely be in the conversation, right? But
Even disregarding the 3 years we're talking about today, right? And he just played a full season, so I'm good with him. But it's just the way that MacKinnon does it. He consistently is one of Colorado's most dangerous players, and that's a testament, one, to he's playing next to Nathan MacKinnon, Marty Necas.
for a reason, though.
And that's why, is because when he's there, and when you saw Colorado struggle in the Vegas series, that was Lekkonen's worst playoff series in a long time.
Yep.
And you know he was battling injury, but also his inability to be effective in front of the net and be dangerous was a big reason why they could not create scarier opportunities.
Yep. And look who their best player, production-wise at least, was in that series, with Gabe Landeskog filling that role, essentially.
Yeah.
There you go.
We give Landeskog a lot of credit. I didn't actually love his play, but his production was undeniable. Yep. And where did that production come from? It came from
crease area.
Yeah, that exact spot that we see Artturi Lehkonen dominate, because he's an incredibly smart player.
Yep. The definition of gritty.
And I love you comparing the hockey IQ of a Necas with the Lehkonen, because similar IQ, different mentality.
Stylistically.
Absolutely.
Like different mentality.
Yeah.
Like one of them's a bulldog and the other one is not.
A ballet dancer.
Yeah, a ballet dancer is a great way to put it. Yeah. Like they just, the way that they utilize their smarts is so fascinating to me. You need them both.
Absolutely.
You need them both. You're not winning a Stanley Cup without both. You've got to have a little bit of that. So it's, I like that you gave Necas love here, because it would be easy to overlook him. It's just like he's just like
there.
Yeah.
God, he's just such
the bull in the china shop
animal.
is a great way to put this.
Yeah.
Moving right along into the next category, physicality. And I feel like when you think of this category for the current iteration of the Avs,
Very
there's
obvious guy.
one guy who comes to mind.
I really love Logan O'Connor. He's awesome. I'm glad you guys are on the same page with me.
Brent Burns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely Burnsy.
It's Burnsy. No, it's Josh Manson has to be the guy here, right?
Yeah. My only question is, does someone like a Landeskog even get in the ballpark?
I think a year from now, we could be talking about Zach LaRue with this.
Sure. I'm open to that.
Things got to go really well.
Yeah, of course.
It's got to be the best version of LaRue. But right now,
it's Manson by a mile.
Yeah, and Landeskog's got like a meanness to him that isn't just the physicality.
Sure.
It's that in between whistles.
This is what I was gonna bring up.
He'll show up with that gorgeous mug and be like,
all right, what's up?
I'm angry. And then the other guys will be like, he's so beautiful and mad at me. And now I feel really bad about myself.
I still think about the preseason game where he's going and fighting this one guy who may never see NHL minutes ever in his career. And he's going to go talk about that with his children and be like, dude, I got beat up by Gabe Landeskog.
Yeah, because that guy took a run at Cale Makar. And that's leadership, right? That's not really physicality, but the totality of Landy's skill set is very physical.
I want to save my defense for this because we do have a leadership category here.
This will be quick.
If Josh Manson looking at you crazy and Gabe Landeskog looking at you crazy, who are you looking back at? It's not Manson, because Manson's crazy is like, I'm going to perish.
The Avs put out a video last season of like, who's the most dangerous guy on the ice or something to that effect of like, or who are you scared to get hit by? And every single guy on the team said Josh Manson.
Why would it be anybody else?
It's like, I don't know if I'm getting up after that.
He's got crazy eyes.
Yep.
He wants every ounce of smoke that he can get.
This is the
every night.
This is the man Mason Marchment sees in his nightmares.
Right. Like his nickname is Manimal. It's the Manimal. What are we talking about? This category was one of the easiest ones. We could have locked this in the second we started doing this.
You had to go and say Logan O'Connor, though.
Yeah, I mean, I was just having fun.
I know.
It's just such an obvious answer. Like, frankly, they need another one. And that's where I'm hopeful that a year from now, we look at Zach LaRue and we're like, we got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
This is fair. Before we get into the last three categories.
So for Manson, we can also count the crazy eyes in this building the perfect monster, right?
Yes.
His eyeballs are his
eyeballs are
physicality.
Excellent.
If you guys have eyeballs, though, you guys should definitely be looking at our friends at Taco Bell because it is Taco Tuesday, and we got to shout out a very nice menu item that I got to try yesterday.
We are back once again. It is Taco Tuesday. What do I have here? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Bailey, this is a $3 steak burrito from Taco Bell. So you go ahead and dig in. I'm going to tell the people what's going on.
All right.
This is seasoned steak, warm nacho cheese, creamy chipotle sauce, seasoned rice, everything you could possibly want, everything you could possibly need for $3. Thoughts?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Steak is perfect. Sauce, it's perfect amalgamation of like everything you would want in a
And
burrito.
there's some like heft to it, like for $3.
Dude,
Come
this
on.
thing's heavy. That's what I'm saying though. When like you're trying to ball on a budget nowadays, you're getting the perfect meal right here. It's couldn't want anything more.
Exactly. Taco Bell did it again. Liv Moss.
Liv Moss, indeed. That burrito was fantastic, I will say. Like, we were not lying in that video. Like, it had some weight to it. For a $3
looked girthy.
burrito?
It looks girthy.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to Vasa and I'm lifting a freaking steak Taco Bell burrito.
So tomorrow when we do our we do weightlifting every Wednesday now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring that. I'm just gonna bring a Taco Bell bag and just hand it out to everybody and be like, "This is y'all's
This
workout.
is what we're lifting. It's
Don't
great.
eat it. That's not the point of this. The point
We're
is just to
trying to
lift
shed
it.
the weight,
Yeah.
guys.
Curl that thing.
Taco Tuesday means triceps, all right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
actually.
God. I just recovered from Tri-Day last week. I'm not doing that again.
Is it Tricep Taco Tuesday or Taco Tricep Tuesday?
Ooh, good question. I
Tricep
don't know.
Taco Tuesday.
I agree. That was
I
the
think,
one that
yeah, Tricep
that
Taco
one
Tuesday.
that one flowed better.
I think I like this more. Moving right along into our Frankenstein-esque player, our monster, we get into the conversation of motor.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of different ways to define this.
I mean, it's Logan O'Connor, right? Like,
Yeah.
I
think Lekkonen probably would
I
have
was
been
going
high
to make
on
an
my
argument
list.
for Lekkonen too, but we gave him the other topic of
Yeah.
part of motor, or maybe the most important part of motor is just consistency.
Yeah.
You go out and do it every single shift. And there are other guys in the Avs bottom six. You know, Parker Kelly does a good job of this too.
Yeah, no hate on PK.
But
No.
LOC just has that jam of every single time he gets on the ice and he's going to get himself into something.
He impacts games positively. We always use the 10-game sliding scale of at you're going to have 2 games at your absolute best and you're going to have 2 games at your absolute worst. Who are you in the other 6?
Yep.
Logan O'Connor impacts games in those other 6. Consistently impacts games. It may not make the game-changing play or whatever, but he's unbelievable on the penalty kill. He's unbelievable on the forecheck. He is one of the best defensive wingers in the NHL to the point where he should be getting Selke consideration,
Wingers don't get that though.
and especially wingers who are not going against
Bottom
top lines.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But when you're talking about a guy that absolutely dominates, and it has been with a rotating cast of characters
Yep.
over the years, the fourth lines have changed a lot. Logan O'Connor hasn't changed a bit.
I think it's an interesting conversation. Somebody brings up Brinley in chat too, and it's somebody you and I talked at length about on yesterday's show. And the only reason I'm hesitant about giving this to him is just because Logan O'Connor, you know, he's going to be in the lineup.
Yeah, if Brindley was going to be in actually on the Avs, it could be a real conversation. But
He does have a
we'll
really
see.
good motor, but
It's an elite motor. It's his best skill, by far his best skill.
Yeah. Again, that's why you got the nickname Waterbug. Like there's everybody on the team sees it, but
Yeah.
I think it's very clearly LOC.
Yep.
Kind of gets this spot, and then we move into two very easy categories given some of the
Yeah.
conversations that we've already had. Defense.
it's Taves.
It's Devon.
Yeah,
Taves.
if he was coming off of a better year, I think we could have an interesting conversation about Brett Kulak because defensively he's very good. He's an eraser, but Devon Taves has been one of the best in the NHL. Now he's not anymore. He's not at that same elite level. But
He's
when
still
you
an
see
elite
him,
defenseman.
but when you see him at his best, you see him in the postseason.
We're building the optimal Avalanche player, not the optimal NHL player.
True.
And when you see what Devon Taves does with his stick, when you see the way he denies entries, his best defense is exactly the way the Avs want everyone on their team to play defense.
Yeah.
He is the model, the archetype for an Avalanche defenseman. And obviously you need a little bit of variety. That's why you have a guy like a Manson on your team, or a defensive stay-at-home defenseman like a Kulak. But Taves' ability to stop plays before they even happen is just, again, like you said, it's not like it was 3-4 years ago when he was at the peak of his powers, but it's still exactly what you want. The Avs get going north a lot quicker when Taves is playing like that.
Yep.
Yeah. It again comes down to all of these other categories that we could have put Taves in, just kind of meet in his defensive ability and his ability as a player all across the ice, frankly, but especially on the defensive side of the puck.
Obviously, we're always putting him here, but Taves does what he does because of the hockey IQ as well. Like
Where I was going, yeah.
it is exceedingly rare to find Devon Taves out of position.
Yeah. He may not always make the right play in position, but you rarely see the guy completely out of position. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the kind of guy you want playing next to Cale Makar, right? Like
This is defensive ability, right?
yes.
Just defensive ability?
Yes.
LOC should get some love here too.
I think that's fair.
I like this.
He's one of the best defensive wingers in the entire
I give
league.
some love to Nelson too, honestly, but
He was a Selke candidate that probably didn't deserve to be
he
a finalist, I should say.
a little too high up the list for what he should
Yeah.
have been. But the Avs essentially used him as a shutdown center for a good portion of the season. So
Essentially, they put him in some of the toughest spots of any center in the NHL.
yep.
Manson also is another guy. His defensive ability, it's just his is inconsistent.
Manson will
When
never
he's
get
on, he's
there
on.
because
Oh my God, he's so good.
the big dumb is always coming with
Yeah.
Manson is the problem.
Yep.
No.
But no, this is an easy Devon Taves.
Yep. And then we get into the leadership conversation. And again, I lead with there is one guy that comes to mind on this team that it's not even close.
No.
Look, if you're a longtime viewer, you probably know. Certainly, I don't put as much stock into letters on jerseys as most people.
Same.
I don't think they really mean much.
I think there's a lot of the letters on the jersey. There's a lot of politics that are involved in it. It's a lot of like public facing show stuff.
I don't disagree.
Your actual leadership group, the guys that are in there every day. I'm sure it includes those guys on most teams.
Yep.
But it's not always like Andrew Cogliano never wore a letter for the Avs, and he was hugely important in leadership.
He wore the A occasionally when someone got hurt, but
he might have been around when some of those strings of injuries took place, and it was like, well, we're 70.
I was going to say, when you're looking at the end of the season and Nelson's got
But-
the A for
Right.
the Avs. Or,
we've talked about it on the show before. There are teams that give the captaincy to the best player on the team because that's just who it falls to.
Yep. He's supposed to lead your organization, so you put the pressure on him by putting the C on him.
The Avs gave the captaincy to the best leader on the team a decade ago. Well, it's like 15 years ago now.
I was gonna
God.
say, we're old, buddy.
and he's still there, and he's still doing it, and he's still definitively the locker room leader of the Colorado Avalanche, even after missing 3 years of playing hockey. Like, it's just not even close.
Yep.
yeah. Gabe Landeskog is one of one when it comes to leadership ability and the way that he holds this room together. It's not just about being a commanding guy. It's about making sure the message from coach to players is getting across, but also making sure that these players are staying individual and true to themselves, but also making sure that the message is being bought into.
Yep.
Like that. This is the epitome of Gabe Landeskog and what he does for the team. He's a special guy, and anybody in that locker room, anybody who has ever met him, anybody who has seen the dynamic of this room tells you that Gabe Landeskog is the guy for this category.
It's a lot of the not necessarily obvious stuff too. Like, obviously we talk about him being the emotional center of the Avs all the time and the stuff like that, but it's the little details too of he's the guy who'll step in front of the cameras if the Avs need someone to be there. Just ask AJ how many times it was Landeskog he had to talk to in 16-17.
A lot.
But he knows how to strike that balance of like, look, I'll be the guy who takes it to the face. I'll stay in on camera, but he will also say, hey, MacKinnon, stop sneaking out the back door of the locker room.
Yeah.
Stay in here and do your job.
And
Right.
he'll also, on big nights for the team, he'll also defer and say,
Pass it to the
this
star of
isn't
the
about
game or
me.
whatever, right?
This is
Yeah.
about Gavin Brindley scored the overtime game winner in Vancouver. Like,
Yep.
this is about him.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me tonight. This is not my night. You know,
Nope.
I will be here on a bad night. On a good night, you go talk to those guys.
Yep.
But, we
It's all
talk
little
about
stuff.
people that don't follow the Avalanche very closely often question why Nathan MacKinnon is not the captain. And this stuff is why. Nathan
Yeah.
MacKinnon would be terrible at these things.
He doesn't want to do that.
Right.
No.
You need a captain that embraces the leadership. MacKinnon has, I think, to his credit, has gotten better about it.
He's grown a lot for sure,
He
but
has,
he's still.
absolutely.
We all know the next captain is not Nathan MacKinnon.
Yeah.
it's Makar.
Yeah.
So
What I think is also interesting, and this was the conversation and the point that I was get into when you brought up Landeskog during the physicality conversation, is who is always the first guy to get up in anybody's face if they're bothering anybody on the ice?
Josh Manson.
Besides Josh.
Besides a guy that might be a cannibal. Yeah.
No, it's Gabe Landeskog. He's always the first guy. If it's not going up and breaking up a scrum in the corners, it's going up to the ref and just being like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, "Hey," standing up for his guys, making sure that his players, the guys wearing the same jersey as him, because it's about the logo on the front to him,
Yeah.
making sure that those guys are taken care of on the ice and they're being stood up for in the way that they deserve to be. I think that's a hugely important part of this.
Well, so, Bales, I'm not sure if you remember this. It might have just been right before your time, but when Braden Shen had a problem with the Avalanche, and in game 1 of the season, he rolled out, and Landy was like, okay,
what's up?
you want it.
What's up?
You want it.
What's up?
And absolutely beat the brakes off of that guy.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a fight that needed to be taken. And it was something that had to happen. And everybody knew that was on its way and had no issues. And it set a huge tone for that team that season, that they were like, we're not
Don't
here to play,
mess.
man.
Yeah.
Like we're not out here to get bullied by anybody this year. So that was a big thing. And, Braden Shen, not a soft player in his own right. Not by any means. So
Just makes me love Gabe Landeskog as captain even more. Love this
it's just countless examples of that. And I mean, one of his suspensions came from cross-checking Matthew Tkachuk in the neck.
Yeah.
And I think that the sentiment at the time was that he should have hit him harder. It wasn't he shouldn't have done it.
Certainly the sentiment now.
So next time lead with the blade, man.
God, you don't need to give him any ideas here.
I don't think I'm not. No, I think Matthew Tkachuk gave everybody that idea.
Oh God, and now he's playing on a team with his brother, and I'm scared. That's I think gonna round out our decisions. Just to go over the final choices: Cale Makar at skating, Nathan MacKinnon at hands, Brock Nelson at shooting, Martin Netjes at passing, Lehkonen at hockey IQ, Manson at physicality, LOC at motor, Taves at defense, and Landeskog at leadership. This is a pretty good Av, if I had to say so.
He would be an all-star.
Would he be the GOAT?
Yeah, he'd be really good.
Yeah.
He'd be really
The Tom Brady
good.
of hockey.
He'd be really good, yeah.
I like this.
We didn't do any goaltending.
Oh, we didn't.
It's Scott Wedgwood. We're done. Scott Wedgwood, the GOAT.
This is a guy.
I'm taking Nabokov's youth.
I was going to say, we're wearing all sorts of hats with this
His
player
exuberance.
today. All sorts of helmets. This is a player I would absolutely idolize growing up, because you've got the sass.
Yeah, what's the shortcoming?
Yeah,
in his game?
what's
like
the-
Nelson's shooting?
Again, we
so he's
talk
only
about
going to be a 35 goal scorer?
we talk about Devon Taves not being in his prime anymore. Maybe it's the defense.
Maybe.
What position would this guy play?
Yes.
Center.
Again, we're
It has to
sitting
be
here
center.
saying we
It has
forgot
to
the
be.
goaltending. Everything. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
So
He'd
I
play
like this.
Rover. He's the guy that just kind of skates around and does it all for you.
Is this the catch-all? Like I'm a neutral player when you're doing soccer drills growing up, and you're like, I play for both teams, or I play everything if you need me to.
Yeah.
Like this is that guy.
You know how like news channels have the lower thirds that like tell people what players' jobs are or what a professional is his like area of expertise? This Frankenstein's lower third would just say hockey player.
Hockey player.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hold a stick and I stand on ice.
Jack
this
of all
is what I
trades.
do.
Guy who
love
does
this.
it all. Tiff,
Oh
are we
my-
playing this salsa thing on our show?
I actually think it would be better for Fun Friday.
Okay.
Ooh, I like this. Yeah.
Whatever you guys want.
You guys are getting a
Can
treat.
you send it to me though? Because the person who made the salsa is he's dying to see it. So.
AJ, you guys for Big Brothers Big Sisters donation day a couple weeks ago got us to our donation goal. AJ got his hands on some salsa and he
Yep.
tried them for all of you.
Yeah.
What was the before without giving too much away? What was the ultimate consensus?
I'm glad it's over. Yeah, I'm glad it's over.
Oh gosh, this is why I say salsa is free.
Yeah.
at restaurants. This is why for people like AJ.
I love salsa.
Yeah, it's not my
Oh,
jam.
same. But
Oh yeah, just, if you want some, there's a bunch of leftovers, so you guys can have that. And then I know Tiff's taking it home. Like you're gonna go crazy, y'all.
so we will play that for you guys on Fun Friday. But until then, we got 2 more shows left to get through. Until tomorrow's show.
To get through August,
So-
baby.
Until tomorrow's show, this has been the DNVR Avalanche Podcast. We'll see you all next time.
We all silly like the mayor.